It's the Caitlin
Should we pack one, pick one the Zerda this time? Zerda's never steered me wrong. Yeah, those mono blue artifact decks without any acceleration have not been doing it for me. We had one like kind of train wreck yesterday. That one still won a match, but yeah, I didn't play the third match with that one either. It's less fun, huh? It's less fun to play with a deck that doesn't come together. Yeah, World's Fine Worm, Mishra's Bauble. There's a few different things you can do for pack one, pick one here. Kozilek, if you want to channel. I am in a Zerda mood. Oh, this is already better. Already better. Do-do-do-do. Scotchy, scotch. Do you often get to companion it? Luris? Or Zerda? Very rarely. The issue with companioning Zerda is Urza's Saga. I'm very often drafting Urza's Saga. And then cards like Fury and if you're big mana, a lot of big mana stuff like Mirror Battlesphere doesn't play very well. And sometimes you want big mana stuff to be your mana sink for Zerda, right? So every once in a while you get to companion it. I think I've companioned it like twice. But I've just played it as a regular card kind of a lot, and it's usually very good there. Like, it's pretty good with this Retrofitter Foundry card, huh? If it's 1 mana to untap a Retrofitter, it just kind of pops off in a very pleasant way. Looking at Goblin Welder here. Let's grab that Welder, huh? Can't turtle with Zerda. Yeah. Zerda's basically soft banned in Vintage. Oh, because it doesn't work with Urza Saga? Yeah. That makes sense. Westworld soundtrack so good. Yeah, I really liked that first season. That first season of Westworld. One of those rare shows where like I really dug the first season and then just stopped watching entirely. As after a few episodes into the next one. It lost me so hard. So Rabbit Battery and Goblin Welder certainly play well together. I don't know if that means you take Battery over Faithless Looting. Rabbit Battery wheels a lot. Talisman's not terrible either. Sacred Foundry's not crazy. The Candelabra is kind of spec towards Academy. Would be sweet though. There's some nice white artifact stuff. I think I should take the Foundry. Not a pack for me. Leveler. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Europedes, thanks for the sub, thanks for 49 months. Hey, the Bobble Wield. I dig it. I should have taken Citadel there. Something worth tinkering into, huh? Something worth welding to. Yeah, I should have taken the Bolus of Citadel, damn it. My eyes glazed over it as a black card. Right, yeah, True Detective, very similar. Didn't the season 4 of True Detective come out recently? Have people been watching that? Is it any good? I remember one of my viewers was like, "You excited about True Detective season 4 coming out?" And I was like, "No, I'll wait. I'll get some feedback." Season 4 was awful. Candelabra does man accelerate with Zerda, yeah. Jodie Foster is a great actress. You're not wrong about that. So much shit just doesn't make sense or get explained in season 4. Oh, okay, yeah, that probably wouldn't appeal to me. Some shows I'm fine with that. If it's like, you know, turn off your brain sort of television. Doesn't seem like that's what that show's going for though, huh? Yeah, I generally don't trust Rotten Tomatoes very much. The critic side is often like random fan sites being held in the same regard as, you know, people that have been lifelong professional critics. And then you got the fan score on Rotten Tomatoes like being manipulated by bots and shit. This makes me not really take it seriously. IMDb, you can try and influence it with bots, but it's got such a larger user base, so it's way harder. Or like campaigns, like people will campaign to adjust a movie score on Rotten Tomatoes because the user base is smaller. You can actually do that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Top's not crazy with Welder. Would have been real nice if I'd had that Citadel hum. We're workshopping. Would have played nice with that Batter Skull I just passed. You're not currently much of a workshop deck, but we could become it very easily. Hey, there's a nice pickup. There's a nice pickup indeed. I think I dig Brea's here, but I also dig Karn. Maybe Brea's Wheels, huh? There's like Chandra and a Sneak here. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Karn. Real nice backup plan. Braze is just good with Welder. Just a really good card with Welder. And it is an artifact, so it works with shops, which Karn doesn't. Lily is kind of cool with top hum. You just like always play that extra card. I wonder if we need Talisman hum if we're playing this workshops. I wonder if we need some artifacts for this core. It could be good if we end up with Thopter Foundry too. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Everflowing Chalice. I like Umezawa's more than most. I think we have enough creatures for Umezawa's too. But I like that the Chalice helps you convert Workshop's mana into real mana. Interesting. So Bombardiers is kind of nutty. Kind of a nutty card. I don't know if this is the right deck for it. Clamp is fetchable with Saga. We're not like an amazing Clamp deck, but we have like Retrofitter and stuff. And then there's Goblin Engineer. I think I'm gonna take the Clamp. Memory Jar, Soul God Lantern, Thran Dynamo. I'm gonna take this Dynamo. Starting to look like a workshop deck, huh? Starting to look like kind of a clean workshops deck, which I'm a fan of. Revoker's a clampable, so it's a little bit more exciting to me now. And then we have to choose between Gut, Sword of the Meek, and Shadow Spear. Gut plays pretty well with Skull Clamp. Kind of cool. If the creature's not a clampable, you can still throw the Clamp on it, sack it to Gut. Draw cards while you murder their face. I think I'm supposed to take the Sword of the Meek. I have really liked Shadow Spear, and we do have Saga for it. We also have other things to grab with Saga. Nice, we got the Brea's back. Love that for me. Yeah, the Brea's makes the Clamp better, makes the Welder better, and just like makes this whole kind of like an important piece there. Well, if we're playing Clamp, then I guess I like Bowman Courier. I wouldn't hate Flame Slash, it's a solid removal spell. Sometimes Courier is sweet with Welder. Pretty rarely, but sometimes. Yeah, my wish list for pack 3, besides just like more power to go with our Saga and stuff, my wish list for pack 3 is combo pieces for this Zerda hum. No Thopter Foundry, no power, no combo pieces. I think I'm just grabbing that Talisman. We're kind of mana chunky with the Chalice in here too. This pack is something. I'm gonna take the Mox Jet, but like we really need that fourth. The fourth might be more winning with all of our mana sinks and stuff. We're not really ramping to anything currently. Hey, Funky Time, thanks for $4.20. The good news is we're probably gonna wheel either Mox Opal or Nettle Cyst here. All right, here's a request from Funky Time. Trying to decide if we want Mystic Forge or Palantir here. Maybe even Duretti, huh? I think I want something off of Workshops. Palantir is kind of good with Welder. We're definitely artifact heavy for the Forge. We have top and stuff. I wonder if you could wheel the Forge. Take Palantir, wheel Forge. I wonder if that's doable. I like a Mox as much as the next person, but 2 of our lands are already replaced with Moxen. This is gonna be like a 14 land deck, you know. And I would play Mox Diamond in a 14 land deck. This style of 14 land deck, especially if we ended up with like a Wheel of Fortune or something. I'm just gonna take Inti. Inti's good. Plays well with Welder. A little Smuggler's Copter, I guess. Is this track like out of tune? Yeah, I guess I'll draft a Turtle. Where's Thopter Foundry? I guess I'm jamming them, huh? We don't have any tutors for them, and it does make the mana more complex, but we have these talismans. It'll probably work out. And now we can run that Shore card that I wanted to run anyway. We just got a Grim Monolith, which is going to go infinite with Zerda. Phew. Suppose I want Seachrome now, huh? And I think, so I was thinking the Nettlesist might be better in our deck with Workshops and all our fast mana and stuff, but now that we're adding 2 more colors, I think we play the Mox Opal. Happily. I'm just thinking if the Dreddy's going to make the cut in our main deck. It might not, in which case Hearse is better as a sideboard card. Yeah, I don't know if that was right. Yeah, the artifact deck never fails. Never fails, just always works. Yeah, deck could have used Academy, of course. Can always use Academy. I think we can cut Bowman Courier in. That card never does well. Could possibly cut Talisman. Maybe I was supposed to cut Everflowing Chalice before I cut Talisman, though. Yeah, very easy for a deck like this to flood out. Because we have our 17 mana sources, and then we also have 3 Talismans, the Thran Dynamo, all that stuff. Grim Monolith. So well over half of the deck is mana sources. It helps that one of those mana sources is Urza Saga. Urza Saga is a lot of gas all by its lonesome. And we have a lot of filtering here, right? With the Inting, with the Faithless Looting, with the Sensei's Divoting Top, Karn, Shurikai. If Shurikai is active, it's really hard to flood. I think we're going to get some good games here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. I guess that's technically enough. Your mana requirements in these artifact decks are so low. This is 8 blue sources. We can definitely go lower. And 8 white sources. We have 2 white cards. 3 blue cards and 2 white cards. And like 4 red cards. White also helps with Zerda, which is kind of nice. Yeah, is 9 red more just like too many? Too many red? Could go back up to 8 blue. Do 8, 8, 8. What's our Zerda count? The 2 combined. 13 currently. Yeah, we could cut a Zerda source. You don't like the 8 idea? The 8 red? I mean, if you don't have blue for like Kappa Cannoneer fast, it is a lot worse, huh? Oh, it helps that Saga can tutor blue. I mean, it can tutor all the colors with Mox Opal. Tutoring red's like a bit late though with Saga. Like you want to play those red cards earlier. Yeah, let's jam this. Oh shit, what up? Novellin has gifted us on this blessed day. Thanks for the 20 subs. Congratulations to Wadnerino, to Comrade Kringle, to Pilosiraptor, Buddy Wild, Kane, 5872, Pedof, Nukel, congrats to Incinerated, Ixuan, Hogster, Enochsuck, congrats to Exclusive 136, Wibbly Vittles, Galubafish, Fear Me Mortals, Zlugabob, Exalted Bias, Spacky, Jasper Vidhart, and T. Becker 373737. Thanks again, Novellin. And big congrats to everybody. Spam a little bit. Oh shit, what up? I feel like I look very similar to me dancing in the GIF. Haven't aged much in 6 years or whatever. Well, that was several locations ago. Aw, thanks, MDJ. Oh no, Lofreer. I feel you though. I've been reminded of concert dates via email message before. A little bit different than your situation, but I bought tickets for Patton Oswalt and Modest Mouse, 2 separate events, and then completely forgot that I bought the tickets because I purchased them while drunk, you see. And then, like, the day before the event, I get an email that's like, hey, you excited about Patton Oswalt tomorrow? I'm like, well, now I fucking am. What the shit? Classic drunk shopping. Yeah, exactly. Maybe activating there is wrong. So I can't play the Dynamo. I'm gonna Revoker the Duretti and then smack their face. If we smack their face, it makes the Citadel a lot worse, right? It's like denying them 10 mana. If we floated, we could have gone Dynamo into double, and then we'd be hitting for 7 instead of 5. Or instead of 6, I guess. My on-screen chat is like 40 seconds behind. Yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about. You think Pliffy is awesome live? Yeah, I've never seen him, but I'd love to. What a surprise trample might matter here. Or if Indy's good enough for vintage. Drawn cards and what? You think so? I'm actually level 1? Really good with Lorien revealed. Oh, yeah, just the cycle draw card. I saw a Grixis Death Shadow list in Modern that used it that I thought looked really sweet. Because you can give your Death Shadows trample, and then like when you cycle Street Wraith, you get to draw a card. I mean, this kind of like works with the whole deck. I think I want to go Dynamo into Copter here. Should have a nice zesty turn. We had a really fast Citadel and then died. Can this kill Citadel? It cannot. Alright. Well. Guess we'll give her the old submit. So we got a turn 1 Brea's Apprentice here. That's not bad. It's not terrible. Could Zerda. I think I like the Prez better. I think we cracked the bobble, huh? Underworld Breach, sure. Well, the cool thing about Brea's Apprentice here is we do get to turn the Thopter into a 4/4 immediately, so it's turn 1 6 power. A few random Thopter generators in Vintage Cube for that synergy. Hangerback Walker's another one of them. This is kind of what I meant about converting workshops into real mana. Yeah, I'll pay 2. Think about flipping over a card with Brea's to try and hit my land drop. I'm just gonna attack. Do the intuitive line. We're gonna just like attack and make a 1/1. How's it going? It's going great. Life is good, friends. Life is great. Yeah, fair enough to boom. You're really only giving up like 2 damage in the servo for like a chance at a land. Well, that's kind of sick. Then I'll be able to make a 1/1 for 1 mana. See if we can find an artifact to use the rest of that shop's mana, huh? I have not, Marsangelo, never heard of it. Is it sweet? I might be in the market for another mobile game. Over the last like 3 or 4 months, I've been playing this collectible card game on mobile. And then I finally just got all of the everything. Like it's all there, it's all unlocked. And so now I'm like, well, now what? Should have equipped that clamp, the life total is such that clamp damage is relevant. Because the Brayers threatens to pump 2. Should I hit them to 1? It feels relevant, but maybe it's not actually. Yeah, so equipping Clamp would have forced them to chump there. This Clamp's been fucking awesome. Can't believe I almost didn't draft it. Don't have enough cards. Gotta play that, draw more cards. I suppose I throw Clamp on something, What's the CCG that I burnt out on? Q. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I enjoyed it for a bit. The gameplay is very simple, and it's not like the most exploitative mobile game I've played, but it does all the mini transaction stuff. Oh, they took the damage, sure. Fair enough. So Workshop and Kappa Cannoneer are sweet together. I don't know if you can keep the hand though, like with just those things. Well, there's Saga and it's Karn. Kind of a slow Saga start. One of the things is, like, if you just hit a 3 in Dynamo, the hand's insane. Or like a Talisman or something. There are a lot of Moxen in here. I think you're right. I think if our deck was weaker, we could keep a hand like this and then like hope to hit a Mana Rock for the Workshops for like a fast Cannoneer. Potentially turn 2 Cannoneer, right? But we'll have the Moxen and stuff in the deck. I think we send it back. Alright, Faithless Looting in a Dream. Let's go. 30-second ads. Crazy Drunkable. Well, that's potentially exciting, If I Talisman here, can I Grim Monolith into Dynamo Shorikai next turn? I feel like no, but I think I can do that if I Monolith this turn. This is more of a bummer if they answer it. I'm gonna go for the high roll. Yeah, I much prefer that, Skizzer. If you can pay to permanently skip ads. Just let me give you my the $5 or whatever the fuck. It's a great band, except for MTG. They're mixed into the other playlist we were just listening to. But that playlist has like a whole bunch of different genres. Keep things fresh. Keep me from being sick of it. You think Twitch is killing themselves with ads? Yeah. Pre-rolls, I think, are like particularly brutal. People can't even check out a stream. Yeah, if you can untap with Shorikai, your win rate just fucking goes through the roof. We can get to here. We still got an activation, but it's so much better when they can't answer it. They're solituding my pilot token. That's an aggressive solitude. I want to get the Palantir rolling, but I also want to like have Restless Bivouac up this turn, so I don't die. Gross. Now they get to pump it. That worked out so poorly for me. Alright, now where's that academy? Oh yeah, I think I spent like close to $900 on my grill. Nice grills are expensive. And then I'm just gonna turn the servo into a Thopter and jump here. Cheaper ones are like 500, right? I think that's like about as low as it gets. You got your Blackstone for 600 and you love that thing? Is that a brand or is that a type of... Oh, it is a brand, sure. Looks solid. So we're gonna attack, kill the Intrepid, and then I guess we just make 2 1/1s and take 1, go down to 1. Wish I played the Cannoneer. Should probably play the Cannoneer, huh? I can play the Palantir into it. That's kind of sweet. Yeah, let's do that. Or no, I can't. I'd be tapping 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'd be a mana short. I'm activating Retrofitter then. I guess this should have gone on before it attacked. That's fine. Yeah, that's just gonna be GG and then just emblem. When they have 2 blockers. Damn. I guess I like... Yeah, no, I don't know if I like that. Cratermaker just is like some shitty removal spell. I'm gonna leave a Revoker in, hits those walkers. I'm gonna keep this all the same. Man, that game almost worked out. I really want to keep this because we have Thopter Sword combo. They have a lot of answers to it, though. We also have Welder Looting. It's kind of cool. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Why not? Something interesting is going to happen when we cast this Looting. We can, like, bend the sword for value. That's kind of sick, right? Like, with Looting and find a red source, we can bend Sword of the Meek, play Welder, get it back. Workshops is exciting. I think I still lead on... I mean, God, I could play Thopter Foundry this turn. What if I just go Talisman, Smuggler's Copter, Goblin Welder? What if I just dump all those in play? Oh, next turn I could play Thopter Foundry, but I wouldn't have any mana to activate it, though. That wouldn't do me any good. Maybe the Looting plan is still good. Cannoneer plays really well with the combo. I think I want to... Yeah, let's bend the sword like we planned. And the Leveler. I like Welder, get back Sword of the Meek, and then tap everything for Cannoneer. And then we can tap the top on upkeep. I might want it to sack to the welder, though. We'll see. No, I don't think so. Oh, I meant to tap the top to draw. That's fine. The game has ended. Yeah, we just attack with the Cannoneer and clear Elspeth, and then our board fucking rules, so I'm just packing it in. Too much for them to deal with, Even if they ripped a removal spell that could answer like Cannoneer or the Thopter Sword, this is too many things combined. The Welder's getting back Leveler. I could bank, yeah. I could tap top to draw a card and then respond by welding it out. Back in the day, in Legacy Painter, when top was legal, a common line was to like loop tops, like have one in play and one in the graveyard, and so just create your own draw engine. I think this Fire Ice should be in here, in this particular matchup. I don't know what I should cut for it. Oh, Palantir. I don't have time for Palantir. Probably shouldn't be keeping this. I have a big soft spot for Urza's Saga. Trying to leave like Workshop into Talisman on turn one even does anything. I feel like it doesn't. I think the opponent's got a flash creature here for me. No, there's cracking a clue. Oh, that's so good. If you're me specifically, that's a great thing. Adeline's pretty good here. Now I think I like Workshop into the Sword of the Meek, and then the Urza's Saga will spit out 4/4s. That's pretty real. Hey, Bears ate my family, thinks of the sub, thinks they 8 months. Nice job being me specifically. It is what I was born to do, Bears. Yeah, what are you doing on turn 2, Tunneling Cat? How does that help you? Yeah, shit. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them that I'm the drummer on this this track, and they are correct. They are correct not to believe me. Wouldn't that be sweet though? You think Mox is a great draw? The Mox doesn't really do anything. I mean, I guess it lets me like tutor up something different with the Saga than another Mox. Like now I could get Retrofitter if I wanted. But it's like the same as drawing a Retrofitter, right? Now I'm like triple checking my math to make sure I didn't miscount. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, we're good. Two 7/7s. Yeah, but 2 7/7s isn't as good as answering that fucking Elspeth that's jumping the creature and destroying my life right now. Again, I mean, you just saw that I could have tutored for a Mox with the Saga, right? So I didn't need to draw this Mox. Yeah, the number of people telling me to cast Cityscape Leveler here is extremely disheartening. Really? The best card in my hand? I should play it? I guess. Gonna have to take some notes. It's not the same thing as asking a question, irresponsible adult. Telling me to cast the card in my hand. It's backseating. It's not a real question. After I've taken my turn, after I've taken my line, and I don't cast the Cityscape, then you can be like, hey, why didn't you cast the Cityscape? And then we can answer your question. But otherwise, it's backseating. Otherwise, it's like giving a command. Doesn't matter if you put a question mark on the end of it or not. Correct, Red. This is not Twitch Plays Magic. I don't need to be reminded to play my cards. And if I did need to be reminded, then you should be watching somebody else. Interesting. Opponent getting some fat beats in here. 7 damage. Jeez. Oh, that's a really sick draw. Because I can clear the Flicker Wisp and the human token. And this can clear the Skyclave. Oh shit, I just missed lethal, huh? I was thinking so hard. About how to not die that I missed that. I could equip 2 things, then Fire Face for the win. Cute. Would have been a cute win. That's a cute stabilize too, though. I wonder if there's a reason that it could be better to hold on to fire. I think I'll just play it now. I'd be banning people, Avenger. Hey. We got ourselves a finals here. A lot of the more egregious play design mistakes happen like that. Something gets swapped at the last minute. We have rules against backseating, irresponsible adult. I don't know how else to explain it to you. If the only way you can think of backseating is asking a question, then don't, I guess. But not everybody has that issue. Hey, just aggressive. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 52 months. Correct, workshops. Yeah, ask after the play. A lot of the times your question will be answered when you actually see my play, too. Oh, that's kind of brutal. I guess I'm glad it's not hitting my Urza Saga, though, I played the Talisman here, so next turn I could go Urza Saga into Thran Dynamo Palantir. And that was going to be a sweet curve. Now we'd have to rip a Mox to do that. And there are a couple of those in here, but... Yeah, I could play it, and then play Indy if I whiff. I think I just want to get Palantir rolling. Didn't we already play this match? Yeah, right? Hey, Gargantuan, thanks for 13 months. Sorry if this crosses a line, but is it backseating to tell you to have a good time and rip some vintage cube? Gargantuan, to answer your question, yes, that is backseating, and I will fucking ban you. No, Thank you, Gargantuan. Thank you for the sub and the kind advice to have a good time playing vintage cube. Yeah, this conversation's kind of awful, irresponsible adult. I'm pretty done with it. It's not like a complicated thing. Fuck, huh? I guess I want this shitty land. It's not a blue source, but I do need a land drop, and I think I'm activating Saga next turn. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Brewleg, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 8 months. Hell yeah. It was a pretty damn good chat. National Margarita Day? I didn't know anything about that. Here I am, drinking scotch like an idiot. Drinking fine, delicious, awesome scotch. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Tree Stem, thanks for 31 months. I see what you did there, Funky Time. You're trying not to be an alcoholic and you're having mixed results. One of them puns there. There are no 40 cards in the cube, and there might not ever be 40k cards in any of the cubes due to the distribution model that they had to sign up with. A tequila old fashioned? Never again. Fucking never again. So I get to draw some cards, but we don't take 3 damage, and we get our talisman back. Well, that's a fair trade, I think. Oh, they're just gonna... Okay, alright. Sam here to rock my world again. Hey, Empty Chair, thanks for gifting a sub to NRI Sensei. This Opal versus Sapphire business. Wish I was playing Kappa Cannoneer this turn. Maybe that was better than playing the Construct, Tom. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Altered Beast 29, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 27 months there. And Goggles, thanks for 5 months. You want a cube? We all want a cube, friend. What whiskey do we have tonight? I'm currently sipping on some Bruichladdich Beer Barley 2013. Quite a nice scotch, in my opinion. Some real tasty stuff. Just offering a trade straight up. Alright. Opponent's over there like, what the fuck? Ooh. I don't think I'm going to upkeep tap my top, but I could if I wanted to get more. Another Cannoneer trigger. The thing is, we could like... Oh my fucking god. My desire to play my Thran Dynamo has destroyed me. Well, I can remove this upkeep stamp. That Kappa Cannoneer was going to get real big, real fast. Our Saga tokens are gone. You didn't know Tithe was back in the cube? Yeah, everyone's got to get Used to playing around that one again, hum. Hopefully they don't have an answer to this Zerta hum. I think Zerta shenanigans are maybe my best way of getting out of this hole I'm in, but that might be hard too. They did not add surveillance. I'm not going to Chicago. Chicago is not the enemy of Madison. That's the rest of Wisconsin. Interesting that the copter's not getting in, hum. We have so many cards, but no sweepers in here. Well, hopefully they're out of shit, hum. I'm considering throwing a clamp on the last one, the one that's carrying a sword. It's probably worse, huh? Probably worse than just making another 1/1 here. Provel is unacceptable. It is a cheese. It's a mixture of Swiss, provolone, and cheddar. It is exactly as good as it sounds. They use it on their pizzas instead of mozzarella in St. Louis. Provel has not taken off for any place that's not St. Louis. And for good reason. I only have 12 cards left here. Looking rough. Looking real fucking rough, Yeah, I think it might just be fucked here. I'm fine to pack this. Lets them know there's not a balance in that last stack of cards, but that's fine. Gonna bring in this Fire Ice again, Revoker still has some things to name. I don't know if we really need it, though. Last white, we need opponent all those 4-mana walkers. We didn't see anything like that. We just saw cards that are also in our deck, right? Like Smuggler's Copter and Clamp. Things that we don't really want to Revoker. I'm going to bring in Sarah Paragon If they try and exile my Thopter Foundry, I can sack it to itself and get it back with Paragon at least. Welder's a little slow to do that. Pick one, pack one, pick one for this deck? I don't remember. It was a lifetime ago. How seriously do Wisconsinites take cheese? So the average Wisconsinite... Oh, I gotta cut a card, I brought in the Fire Ice and then I didn't... Oh well, 41 it is. So the average person in Wisconsin doesn't necessarily take cheese that much more seriously than people in other parts of the country. But we do have some cheesy goodness here that isn't around, right? Like cheese curds are popular, and they're in a lot of different spots. But that doesn't mean that like every Wisconsinite is like a cheese connoisseur. In terms of the high-end cheesery, where people take cheese like very seriously, there is a very big cheese scene here in Wisconsin. Like, for example, Wisconsin's the only state that has a cheese masters program, very similar to what they do in Europe, where the cheese makers have to get tested on their cheese specialty of choice every so often to make sure that they're not slacking. They're still staying up to chop. And there's some good cheese competitions here every year, but like, there's other states that have those, right? That's not a uniquely Wisconsin thing. Yeah, what the hell are we listening to? Oh, their dogs were astronauts, sure. Sure, why not? Oh man, I'm getting holed up. Oh my god, we were gonna have a turn 2 Karn. We were gonna have a turn 2 Karn, except for that portable hole. Portable hole! Portable holes really impressed me. Why do they call the Green Bay Packers cheeseheads? Because of the plastic foam things they wear on their head. The good news about this is that Mother of Ruins isn't that good against us. I almost might have, like, saved it, potentially loot away. I was kind of hoping I would draw a land so I didn't have to be terrified of losing to Mana Tithe here. Oh well. Yeah, really not sure if I'm supposed to serve or not. But Karn, they've got a lot of removal. Don't have faith in the Karn living. Even on board, they can like crew the copter and then trade figure for construct token. And have the copter clear the Karn. I can't both, like, block both, right? We got 8 reanimations in the reanimator stip spawn. Which is not bad when you consider that my round 1 opponent had Tinker double Force of Will, turn 2, 2 games in a row. Now that one's a lot better against me, Yeah, I prefer putting the Mother of Runes in front of the Construct and the Selfless Spirit in front of the Smuggler's Copter than sack and take 0 damage if they're gonna lose the Spirit there anyway. Oh boy. Sunday is just the day of rest, yeah. Just letting people know. That's gonna be my day off this week. My second, I suppose, but the first one was because Cube wasn't up yet. Actually, I'm going to take the shuffle. I was going to weld it out for Clamp, but yeah, let's do that. Who's my top stand-up comedian of all time? Interesting question. I'm gonna give that to Norm. Norm Macdonald. Really enjoyed his kind of folksy, rambly style. Great stand-up, great interviews. Definitely my favorite interview subject on Conan, huh? So I could weld out the retrofitter for Skull Clamp here. I meant to weld out the sword, so then the servo token would bring it back. Still could. Let's do top, just in case they want to hit welder. I think they're going to hit my retrofitter. But if I weld out the retrofitter, then they hit welder, is the thought. But just in case... kind of feel like I'm supposed to eat 7. So I have something to clamp here. Chappelle for stand-up. Chappelle's early stand-up was incredible. I haven't really enjoyed one of his in a while. Feel like he's trying to do like the lecture thing, but it's not really working. That's like 4 in a row. Should maybe be bringing back the top here. Getting a few cards deeper. I guess I can clamp the welder too. Yeah, fuck it, let's go. So we're not dead here because Bray's Apprentice. I mean, we're not dead on board because Bray's Apprentice makes a colorless critter. But we're not sitting pretty either. Yeah, I don't really care what anyone thinks of Louis C.K. Like his stand-up abilities or anything. Just extremely uninterested in that discussion. A lot of his old bits, I say as I continue the discussion, a lot of his older bits take on like a really extremely unfunny tone, right? Because there's a lot of masturbation style humor. Would rate that one a solid doesn't hold up. But that's just me. Mitch Hedberg, fucking classic. We're taking no damage here. That's a lot better than what I thought I was going to be taking. A little bit worried about decking myself here. I do not have an opinion on Kill Tony. This is the hardest hardest to find Thopter Foundry of all time. It's not a Sarah Paragon getting back Breas and give me 2 blockers out of the graveyard. Well, Zerda would go on infinite with Monolith. Maybe I'm supposed to looting here. How much mana do I've got? 10, 9. So I looting and whiff, then I can Sarah Paragon back Breas still, but I won't be activating Saga. If I just play out the Paragon and bring back Breas, I still have a Saga activation. Which is kind of nice. Talisman here is free because it uses like 1 mana from the workshop that I can't use on anything else. Or no, I can use it on Breas. Hold on. Alright, I think I can looting then. That's fucking sick. Okay. Maria Bamford, she's great. I've seen her live when she was workshopping newer stuff. She was doing these like digital shows during the pandemic. And I caught a couple of those. Pretty cool. I really liked her show too. The show that she did for Netflix, only a couple seasons, but I really enjoyed it. I wonder if Leveler is supposed to kill the Giver Runes here. I kind of dig that. Yeah, I think I still like rebuying the Breas here. Although if we rebought top and spun and found Thopter Foundry, we could go infinite. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh god, I don't have that much time, Oh shit, what up? Hey, Hooter Doofin, thanks for the 22 months. It is only game 2, yeah. Maybe a good thing I didn't find that top to Foundry, huh? Whew. I have sadly not caught Tenacious D live. I would love to. I haven't seen Tenacious D live. What I have seen is a lot of videos of their live performances and a lot of videos of Jack Black live. And he's like obviously a nuts entertainer. Like maybe the like most underrated entertainer at it today. There's no way that's a bad live show. Zero chance. I'd bet your life on it. Maybe I do want Crater Maker, huh? It's kind of cute with the Paragon. Yeah, not enough George Carlin shoutouts, huh, Hobo? The only bad thing you can say about George Carlin is that, like, maybe the influence that he had on lesser talented folks wasn't great. Like, a lot of people tried to beat George Carlin after that. They, like, weren't as smart, didn't have as good of delivery and stuff, and it didn't work very well. Tom Segura, he's hilarious. Early Carlin's pretty mediocre. I mean, I think most people early on are pretty mediocre Singularity. That's one of those things about those those learned skills, right? That you have to hone and develop. Go back in time. See Richard Pryor as a baby. This guy sucks. He just cries all the time. Fucking time machine. Was early Caleb mediocre? Oh yeah. I've seen some paintings that guy did. Awful. I could paint better than that kid. I don't know what all the fuss was about. Well, for only having 5 minutes, this is probably the hand to do that, huh? Sam Kinison? Not for me. Again, obviously super talented. I enjoyed him for like a day, and I don't think I get much out of it if I went back. I mean, currently this hand doesn't really do anything on turn 2 or 3, but well, turn 2 anyway. We'll see. We'll see what the opponent does. Yeah, I almost didn't crack the Mishra's Bauble. Just in case they portable hold something, keep the Mox Opal turned on. Sorry about the tank, folks. Yeah, I don't have time for this, Kind of felt like they were holding up Mana Tide that turn. Yeah, it's pretty poor. I think I just should have done nothing this turn, because now my Mox Opal's turned off again. If I start with the Bivouac, then they swords the Bivouac, right? So I just do nothing this turn, and then I have mana for Leveler next turn. Then I can kill this Adeline. And even if they tithe me, at least I've answered the Adeline, relieved all that pressure. I can bring back the Leveler later. Now we're going to be taking some damage. Yeah, not love with my play this game, especially my clock usage. Like, I burned a minute 10. I should have burned like 10 seconds of these turns. Especially like making the wrong play too. If I played my land untapped, then I could have activated Bivouac to block there. I don't know if that's like a good thing to be doing or not. And then they still probably have Tithe here for me. Oh my god. Mono, please. Looting flashback only makes sense if you got something you want to discard. We needed our lands for the leveler anyway. So looting wouldn't have been drawing me towards anything. Yeah, the board state looks a lot better. If I've got like 5 more life here, Oh well. Yeah, the Cannoneer would have been sweet a while ago, but it's no good now. Would have been a nice, like, earlier play before leveler and off of workshops. I keep drawing it like a turn late. Yeah, I can gain 2 with the bobble, but it's not enough now. GG's. Path makes me feel a little bit better. Even if I'd played that game correctly, I think I was still gonna get dusted by the second path. Cool. Well, folks, I think I'm done for the night. I think I'm drained. I think my brain is putty. But it was a sick day 2 of vintage cubing. Hope y'all had some fun. I had a great time for the most part. For the most part, for sure. Got browned a few times, but I also got to brown a few folks. That's always good. Got that trophy early